Rendlesham Incident Part 3, 3 Nights Merge into One Summary. By Drekx Omega. Dear Seekers of Truth. This third and final installment of the Rendlesham Incident is like the other parts, explained by me, from the perspectives of the Galactic Federation of Light and mainly the Syrian Star Nation. I have included human military eyewitness evidence, experiences and opinions, but really seek to aid the researchers among you in dovetailing the hard evidence described and the explanations from a cosmic perspective. I have essentially described, for the first time ever, the actual reasons for this event, and being Galactic Federation of Light ground crew, have been privy to insider information, and especially so, if you consider that I myself, responsible for the coordinated ground ops of the Galactic Federation of Light, within the very sector in which these events happened. I was too young at the time to be physically involved, but time is not always linear, if you appreciate, and what happened then, can be shared with me now, by the Galactic Federation of Light, as I'm responsible for East Anglia and Kent, as a commander of Galactic Federation of Light ground crew in the pertinent sector. I would like to summarize the blogs I have already created, into this third blog, this third part, and I will do this in accord with the esoteric law of correspondences. On the third night of Galactic Federation of Light operations, the night of December 28th, all the efforts of the previous nights were merged into one, and the process of saving humanity from certain nuclear annihilation was completed. Many who study the Rendlesham case are impressed that it ran for 3 consecutive nights, December the 26th, 27th and 28th. From the Galactic Federation of Light's perspective, this was a stealth operation which required nighttime in preference to full daylight, for obvious reasons, but each night was a phase in the complete process, as follows. Phase 1, night of December 26th, identification of the neutron weaponry at Bentwater's base. Laser teleport and analysis beams were sent down which penetrated the hardened bunkers, for analysis and ultimate extraction. Rehearsal commenced and completed. 4 probes at cardinal points surrounded the twin bases complex and created a temporal bubble around both bases, a time stream outside of normal time flow, and a partial temporal freeze on human activity within the bubble. Phase 2, night of December 27th, actual extraction and merging of time with night before, and then a complete freeze on all human activity, within the temporal field. Fissile material extracted from bomb casings of ordnance stored at Bentwaters, transformed into pure energy and beam teleported through the hardened bunkers at Bentwaters and received through ship-to-ship relay, to another tetrahedral probe, located beyond the East Gate, Woodbridge Air Base, in the forest at Rendlesham. At some stage a spillage of fissile material occurred, during the relay, showering trees and the woodland floor with radiation. Instantly, basketball-size cleanup probes were released from the larger tetrahedral probe, which were engaged in cleaning any radiation hazard. These were able to scan for radiation and drop decontaminants upon any. Later witnesses, such as Colonel Charles I. Halt, described oval UFOs, or orange ellipses, with a dark center, like an eye, winking and molten metal pouring down in sparks, to the ground. Phase 3, night of December 28th. Because the base was now on maximum alert and the cleanup was still incomplete, a further time merge was made to create greater disorientation of the military search parties, to prevent them interfering with the operation and or getting harmed by radiation. The time freeze was completely cleared once the cleanup had finished. Then the T-Mat transfer process was activated and a plasma marker glowing circle of mist placed and primed at the ready, upon a large farmer's field, at Capel Green, for the landing of a scaled-down Syrian scout ship. These vast ships are normally 100 feet in diameter, but had to be reduced in size by 3/4, so 25 feet. Likewise the crew were all reduced in size too. Note that some witnesses describe kids in white snowsuits. Earlier in the day, Colonel Williams was sent a telepathic message to meet the Galactic Federation of Light Emergency Intervention Team, led by Commander Vashter. Fortunately, he received it clearly and was instructed to rendezvous at Capel Green, which is a farmer's field east of Woodbridge Base, which he did, and was given the warning described, following the T-Mat transfer, which is activated by a probe entering the plasma marker, and the scout is instantly materialized and likewise ready for instant dematerialization, if attacked by the military. Also the crew used levitating exoskeletons which are impervious to bullets and explosives. These suits are used off-ship and can range about freely, for liaison purposes, when calm diplomacy cannot be conducted on board ship, as in this case. Thank you, and this concludes the Rendlesham case explanation, which I hope you have all found interesting, as from what many say on Earth, it is the best UFO case ever, in the context of evidence, accounts and ET-proven communications. It was also a turning point in the history of human relations with ET star nations, and readiness for planetary advance was placed as a sure possibility, now that nuclear war had subsequently receded, as a realistic option for competing power blocks, namely NATO and the Warsaw Pact. The blessings and prosperity of heaven are yours to enjoy. Selamat Gajan, Selamat Ya. Colonel Drekx Omega, Commander, Galactic Federation of Light Ground Crew Eastern England Sector. Read more at *commandcrew.net.